Hi, this is Everett's Watercolors. Welcome to my classroom. Now today I want to go over a review of the stamps that I did from the Gina K Mayflower stamp set. And they're off to my left over here. I actually did 5 different varieties of that from that stamp set. And they all turned out to be very nice. Now my wife Gloria, she did the background portions of the stamps, and also she did the die cuts. So I really appreciate that effort. But I want to go over each one of them and give a little description of how I put them together, and also give you a highlight of what I think about each card. So let's go to my painting table and let's get started. I call this card Yellow Flowers. Now the paper used was the heavyweight cardstock from Gina K Design. As far as the material used, I used amalgam ink warm glow for the stamping, and I used Holbein watercolors to do the painting. The highlight I recognized on this was using the watercolor on the heavyweight paper worked very well. I made a video of this particular card, and the link to that video is in the comments below. Now the painting for this particular card project part was, I called it Rose Flowers. I painted it on 140-pound Gemini watercolor paper. The material I used was the amalgam ink warm glow for the stamping, and I used Holbein watercolor to do the painting. And the highlights to this particular card making was in the layering of the paint to do the flowers, and then the special techniques I used to show the background, how to do the background portion of the particular card. I did a video also on this particular painting, and that link to the video is in the remarks below. I call this card that I did called Pastel Flowers. I created on white cardstock, and the material I used was the amalgam ink called Whisper, and I used the pastel pencil set from Holbein. And the highlights to this card was the soft colors that I got from the blending. Those pastels are beautiful, and it gives you a nice light color and texture. This card I call Purple Flowers. It was painted on white cardstock. The material I used was the black onyx ink for the stamping, and I used the colored pencils from Holbein, a 24 set. And the highlights to this card here were the beautiful blending that the colored pencils have. I really enjoyed doing that. I did a video on this particular card showing all the steps that I did, and the link to that video is in the comments below. Now I call this particular card Slimline. I colored the flowers on white cardstock, and the material I used was the black onyx ink for the stamping. I used the colored pencils from Holbein. And after I got finished with this, actually was the first one I did. I was experimenting with different colors on this cardstock, including the background. And after I got finished with it, what I did was I used the Meltz color blender to do the blending of the colors. And the highlights to this particular card was the actual blending of the colors, and actually when I used that Meltz, what it did, it blended the colors beautifully and also added the color intensity. I hope you enjoyed the review on these particular cards that I did. I really enjoyed the Mayflower stamp set and really had a lot of fun. All the material I used are listed in the description below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, press the bell to be notified of my next video, and give me a thumbs up, it helps in my rating. Leave me some questions and comments and I'll get back to you. See you in the next video.